All right, let's talk about pairs. This is a super fast, really simple press your luck card game that you can play with 2 or more people. It's all about nerve and knowing when to call it quits.
And our goal here is simple. We're going to get you from opening the box to playing your very first game in just the next few minutes. By the end of this, you'll know everything you need to get started.
Okay, so the very first thing you need to wrap your head around with pairs is, well, it's a little strange. You don't actually play to win this game.
Yep, you heard that right. Your entire goal is to avoid being the one person who loses. As long as you're not that person at the end of the game, hey, guess what? You're a winner.
So how do you start trying not to lose? Well, it all kicks off with a really quick setup. It'll take you less than a minute. Let's get those cards ready.
It's just 4 easy steps. First, give the deck a good shuffle. Second, you're going to burn 5 cards. That just means you take the top 5 and stick them in a face-down discard pile. Third, deal 1 card face up to every single player. And finally, whoever has the lowest number in front of them gets to go first.
But what happens if 2 or more people have the same low card? It's going to happen.
The fix is super simple. You just deal another card, again, face up, but only to those players who tied. Whoever has the new lowest card among them, that's your starting player. Problem solved.
All right, setup's done, cards are out. Let's get into the good stuff, how you actually play. When it's your turn, you really only have one big decision to make, which leads to 2 possible choices. You can either hit, which is the risky move where you draw another card, or you can fold, which is the safe way to end the round, though it does come with a small cost. So let's talk about the hit. Choosing to hit is you pressing your luck. You're basically making a bet that the next card you flip from the deck is not going to match any of the cards you already have sitting in front of you.
And if you're right, if you hit and the new card is a totally different number, pew, you're safe for now. Your turn is immediately over and play just moves to the person on your left.
But, this is a pressure luck game. So what happens when that luck runs out? What happens when you draw a card that matches one you've already got?
This is exactly what you're trying to avoid. If your new card creates a pair with any of your other cards, you've just busted. And when you bust, the round ends instantly. When you bust, the round's over for everyone, and you have to pay the price. You take one of those 2 matching cards and put it in your personal score pile. And trust me, these are not the kinds of points you want to collect.
But remember, you don't have to risk it all the time. Instead of hitting, your other option is to fold. This is the safe play. It's your way of ending the round on your own terms.
So, if you decide to fold, you look at all the face-up cards on the table. Yours, your opponent's, all of them. Find the single card with the lowest number, take it, and add it to your score pile. And just like that, the round is over. So let's just make that crystal clear. A round stops the second one person either busts by getting a pair or chooses to fold. That single action ends the round for the entire table. Once the round is done, there's a quick cleanup. All the other face-up cards still in front of players get swept away into the discard pile. Then a new round starts by dealing a fresh face-up card to everyone. Okay, so you're slowly collecting these scorecards every time you bust or fold. But how does this all add up to someone actually losing the game? It all comes down to a target score. You just add up the numbers on the cards in your score pile. As you can see from this chart, that target score changes based on how many players you have. For instance, in a 4-player game, the very first person to get a total score of 16 or more loses the game. And everyone else, you win! Before we wrap this up, here's one quick but really important tip for something that's definitely going to happen. What do you do when you run out of cards in the draw deck? Don't worry, it's simple. You just pause the game, grab that whole discard pile, and give it a really good shuffle. That becomes your new deck. Then, just like at the very start of the game, you burn 5 cards off the top, and then you just keep playing right where you left off.
And honestly, that's it. That's everything. You now know all the rules you need to get your first game of pairs to the table.
So, to sum it all up, press your luck, but know when to stop. Avoid those pairs at all costs and do whatever you can to pass that loss on to somebody else. Now, shuffle those cards and have some fun.